Hi, hopefully you've already seen the Life's Abundance video about why we recommend it and why we feed it ourselves and all the good stuff that's in it and all the different products and what they contain and all that. If you haven't watched that video, watch that video first. This video is for how to talk to your customer while doing a dog sale about what products they need and how the package works and all that. So here we have our storybook. If you'll open that up, you'll see this page here, which has a lot of information. Make sure that you as an employee are very familiar with all the stuff that's on here. So I need you to take this with you to the rooms when the people are playing with a dog and you're talking to them. It's crucial that while you're talking to the customer, while they're in a room, that you bring up Life's Abundance and explain to them that buying the kit is part of the puppy package and that it goes with our warranty package and that it's not optional. They have to buy the kit and they have to stay on the food for at least a year. So once you've explained all that in the room, not at the counter, because if you do it at the counter, people are going to balk at it and say, you know, you didn't tell me about this, and then it becomes a problem. So make sure that you bring it up while they're in the room, and then it's not as much of an issue. Okay, so if you bring this sheet, it explains, it breaks down everything that's in the kit. It tells you how much you save by getting the kit. Something you might not have seen yet, and something I want to talk to you about how to save money for the customer, is that they have the option of getting a larger kit. So instead of the 8-pound bag, they can get a 20-pound bag. And that will save them about 12% on the cost of the food. There's actually another savings. Life's Abundance has this shipping policy where it doesn't matter how much you ship or how little you ship, it's $8.55 per shipment, okay? So whether you order this, it's $8.55. Whether you ordered all of these things, it's also $8.55. So if the customer buys an 8-pound bag with the small kit, it's going to be $8.55, but they can also get 20-pound bag for the same price. So if you think about it this way, they would have to buy, 2.5 times as much food to get the 20-pound bag, and that saves them that extra 1.5 times of shipping, which is $8.55. So that's an extra bonus. Also, the larger kit breaks down the food from about $2 a pound to about $1.75 a pound, something like that. So that's where it saves them about 12% on the food anyway. So as I mentioned before, we already have that other video that explains the whys of why we recommend this food and feed it ourselves. If you need to watch that video a couple times just to really grasp it all, because there's a lot of information in there, I really recommend that you do that. Here at the Family Puppy, we could feed any food on the market. We've done research and we believe that Life's Abundance is the best thing out there. Dr. Bix, the formulator, is a holistic vet, and she personally picks all the different ingredients that go into it, all the different proteins and the vegetables to formulate to go together perfectly. We believe she's created great formulas. The all stages formula, the grain-free, what have you. We really believe in the quality of the food and that it can keep your puppy healthy after the sale. We feed it in the store, and we work really hard to keep our puppies healthy in the store, as you'll learn being a new employee. But we really are passionate about keeping them healthy after they leave the store. So that's why we require the customers to stay on the food for at least a year, because that's the puppy's growing, it's building, its muscle tissue, it's building its brain, and we believe that it needs the best nutrition out there, and we feel that that's Life's Abundance. As one of our employees, it is your job to inform the customer of the quality of this food. If you don't explain to them why it's important, about the nutrition elements that go into different foods, then they're just going to buy whatever commercial they see on TV, Blue Buffalo, and they're gonna just feed whatever they see on the store rack or whatever ad they see or whatever, which isn't always the best choice. Life's Abundance, if you go on their website, it will break it down for you, and it's a really great tool for you to learn and to show your customers. You can compare, say, Blue Buffalo, or there's like 20 other different top brands, and it'll say, Life's Abundance has this, 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 and this, and it has check marks. the other food does not have this, does not have this, does not have this. And then it'll also break it down cost-wise. I know, for example, Life's Abundance is cheaper than Blue Buffalo by, I think it's like a quarter a pound, something like that, which is a big savings when you're talking about 20 pounds. Also, there's the whole benefit of it gets shipped to your house where Blue Buffalo doesn't. Also, there's things like Blue Buffalo has had, 4 recalls this year already. Life's Abundance has never had a recall, ever. If it ever did have a recall, which it hasn't, they have your information because they ship it directly to you, so they could know which batch had a problem, and they could contact each individual customer and say, we've had a problem with this batch of food, we believe you should stop feeding it, we'll send you another bag, whatever it is. That's never happened. However, that's something very unique in the pet world, that they could do that. Blue Buffalo would just have to issue a news statement, which you've probably seen. There's been a recall, it's this brand, this brand, this brand, this brand, and that's because they've all been made in the same factories, and therefore they're all tainted. Life's Abundance is made in a small factory, and it's made with human quality machines, not dog food quality machines. So that's why it's never had a recall, and that's why it doesn't get lumped in with those other recalls that you see where it's like 20 different brands all at the same time. So as you're talking to our customers and you're proud of the puppy that we're selling, you can also be just as proud of Life's Abundance as a product.